तुझे सोच सकूं. Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm just sharing the link across. So give me a couple of minutes. Start from Twitter. Alrighty, I've shared the link. So let me just stop the sharing and share the entire screen. Okay. Hi, Gagan. Hi, Goldie. Hi, Gopal. Hi, Gayatri. Good evening. Hi, Nehal. So let's see what happened today in the sheet. So ES in the morning was kind of facing struggle with 4779 and then went almost to 4745 area, but held on to that. QQQ tested this 3956 exactly to the low today and then bounced and moved towards 402. So both the sides were there. Apple was one way, AMD was one way. Amazon hit the stop loss, but we went long. DDoG had a massive sell. Facebook did not went below this. Google came around this, but did not went below. Microsoft was a disaster, went down. Target never came. MU just ran, ran, and ran. Shop was sell. It worked well. Nvidia did not work well. Roadblocks failed. Snow failed. XP didn't work. Tesla, it opened here, ran, ran, and ran, and ran, and ran. UPST failed. Roku kind of was there, not too much. So more or less, like I only had 2 trades throughout the day, 3 trades in fact. Amazon, and then I need to remember. Let me just check here. So what trades I did? I did Amazon, Baba, yes. These and QQQ. These are the 3 trades. It was really, really hard not to do anything, but I wanted to stick to my discipline and not overtrade. So I had made few thousand, started from 10,000, cashed out some, again starting tomorrow from 10,000. Let's see how it goes. So I will start from my scan first. RKT and Shimaya, not much. And I wanted to add some more scans here where we can actually add 1234. So let me see if I tried, because I was trying it. 1234 scan, yes. I don't need this. I have this 1234 and it's in my scan. Let's see. Anybody on the 30-minute? No. Let me see on the daily basis if we have anything. Walmart, Dal, they are doing in the 40 in a day. Okay, period 12 exponential. Okay, so nothing much on my scanners. Wow, so we have more people joining. Hi Jess, hi Ankur, hi Sai, hi Mark, Hi Special KQ, hi Sanjeev, hi Shiba, hi Mini, hi Jolie, hi Nagaraj, hi Anchit, hi Sarabjit, hi Deepak. Facebook has an inside day. I have to run inside day scans. Uh, no, I did. I did not see Facebook. No, I don't have Facebook. Maybe it's because of the volume. It's not doing that. Let me also do the double inside day. Only in my default list. Nothing. So I don't have anything in inside days, but we can definitely see. Plus, let me open black box as well. Let me see if there's any positive momentum. But that is the data tool which I use. Like Tesla and Lucid were like non-stop throughout the day. So I will. So Tesla had $150 million inflow. AMD Square is interesting. It got some last minute pushes. Nvidia. Yes, Nvidia has some event coming up as well. It's in our list. Microsoft, Facebook, Lucid, Walmart. Walmart, like people were selling Walmart, so not much in Walmart. Anyways, if you have any other ticker, I think Richard tagged me in a couple of tickers this evening. Let me just check him. Yes, Twilio. So let me make a note of Twilio. And AMD. Okay. So I think we have good fuel to start. Hi, Sandeep. Hi, Jay. If you have any other ticker or if you have anything lined up which you think is a good setup, bring on into this discussion and we'll discuss and we'll see if we can find out anything positive regarding it. Okay, so let's start for tomorrow. This is 4/2022. Okay, so yes, one second, let me switch on my another laptop to read and reply to the comments. So one second. BBWI. I will check that. I will make a note. BBWI. So Snow Roblox Square. I definitely want to include Square. What can I get out? I can remove. I'll come to that. Let's talk from ES first. So let's revisit what happened throughout the day. So ES, if you look on 30-minute candle, it's coming into an area like in the morning, it was struggling around 4779. And as soon as it hit this in the morning, it came down crashing all the way to 4745 area, which was like a previous all-time high and took support from it. And then it bounced and throughout the day, it held underneath 4779. So it was kind of making a base on the 30-minute candle. So it did something like this now. If it comes out of this area on 30-minute candles, it will massively run higher. Okay. So I would say the pain for 4779 is over for now. it could have been much worse if we had like we're trying 4779 for last 1 2 3 4 5 6 sessions, and finally we had the highest closing today. You see, this is the highest closing we had. We may have highest intraday point, but this is the highest closing we had today. So this is really, really positive. So now I'm turning my bias from neutral to positive because it managed to hold on to that. Like form a base around and now this short will become neutral because we will become short once we break that area. So I'll be buying here 4778 again. That's the close. It's 4785. So yes, 4788. I want a close above this. And one thing which I have like shared a couple of times in the past, that every time it's almost near or higher, the close here and open, it shows the positive intent that we closed here, even then we opened above. That means there was some level of buying which happened, or buying pressure which was there in the market, so that the future took off from that point. Now we do not have any resistance whatsoever. We should hit this 48, 40, 48, 50 area in no time. There is no resistance from here on. The next resistance I have is at 5100. So which is like far, far away. So I'm not expecting 5500 like immediately or on the short term horizon. Right now, my target will be 4850 to 4855. So 4800 is my like numerical number. There's no resistance, but I want just to cross 4800 because it's the thumbs up, and I'm moving towards 70% on positive side. Okay, because we held this for last 6 days. We made a reasonable benchmark base and then go from there. All right, so that's done. On the downside, I would like to same thing. I would like to sell this near or below 4779. I would like to do that only. And if it happens, and my stop loss will be 4788. My target will be this 12 EMA, which is 4141 or 4741.7 and 4681. And I'm 30%. Like I was short to neutral, now I'm neutral to positive. That's my bias. QQQ, or let me give NASDAQ because many people ask for NASDAQ. So NQ, I think it's about to break. Like NQ has this positive setup today. It tested the 12 EMA and now it is getting ready for a move. If I take it on a slant, this is setting up for inverted head and shoulders, which will break out above previous high, which was 16,700 something, and this can go to really higher areas, 17,488. That's like my area. The 16,750, if it breaks, which is about 1.5% from here, that's about 408 on triple Q. It's setting up exactly like that. It's inverted head and shoulders and can potentially go serious move on the higher side. And 16,427 is your stop loss. Today I tried to go short on this, but it didn't work out. There was a very small stop loss for that, but that's about it. In my channel as well, I mentioned about that yes, market can go long and QQQ can be the next move, because ES has moved reasonably. Now it's time for QQQ and IWM to catch up. So people who are trading in IWM, they should be ready for a next leg up on IWM and triple Q. Hi everyone. I'll go through all these stickers once I'm done. So this was NQ. I'm not posting it because 99% people don't use NQ. This is triple Q. Triple Q, exactly the same thing. I need a move above 402, but the good part was we were able to close above this. We tested the low, which was the 12 EMA yesterday, which we planned. It was 396.97. The low was 396.88 and low was 396.8. So for now, I'm just removing the negative from triple Q. I am turning it to positive. Because finally it's making that, it's trying that attempt once again. So now it's inverted head and shoulders above 402.74. We will have a clear move on the higher side. So I'm positive buy above 402.74, and my stop loss is 399.57. Target is 408.71, which is a previous all-time high, and that will confirm the inverted head and shoulders. And after that, and it's coming right on this regression channel as well. For the next, like tomorrow, if we have a candle tomorrow, it's going to hit that 408.71 right there on this piece. So I'm very optimistic, and next target is 417. Now I'm moving 70% positive on this. And why I'm saying so, Apple has tested 3 trillion category today. So that was a good positive sentiment. Amazon finally raised from the shackles. Tesla is making or going to make all-time highs tomorrow. Facebook held it. Microsoft went down. Netflix went down. Google went down, but they kind of came up from their lows. So all those companies, including chip stocks like Nvidia, AMD was like really, really good, but Nvidia had could not hold on to those 305, 307 area. So now they should move. So I am seriously positive on QQQ to contribute. Apple. Apple is seriously positive now. This was previous high 182.15. Now we should buy above one, and this is a again a really beautiful morning star, but this is happening at the top, so I will not consider this. But if you are following the candle patterns, right above this 180 179 level, it's going to test 180. And now what are the next levels? Let's clean up Apple for now and come up with some new levels, because it has moved substantially higher from these numbers. So anybody who does not know how to draw Fibonacci, I'm just showing you how to do it now. I'm removing all the previous strengths so that I can have a clear chart. This is my regression channel. Okay, and In my regression channel, this was the last time it had shown strength, but after that it came down. So I'm not going to consider this particular leg. I will go back right here to this leg, which tested the 12 EMA. And then I will come down right to this point so that I can have a clear picture on my Fibonacci extensions. And this is based on my regression channel. So I have my Fibonacci extensions. I am going to just increase the chart size. See, there may be why I'm not choosing this, why I'm choosing this or this. Why I'm choosing this, first, it is the test of the regression channel plus the test of the 12 EMA. And let us see if the price action respects our Fibonacci. So it went here right to 182, came down. Okay, so let me just edit the properties of this Fibonacci and add these numbers properly. Come on, hide. So the low here is 156.36. You need to be always mindful that yes, you need to come back and put the right numbers because they are really, really useful. The end number is 106.746. And this one is 182.13. I have updated because it is going in the uncharted territory and I wanted to see the significant levels moving forward. Okay, let's see if it respected or the price action respected these Fibonacci levels. Let's see that. So it got rejected here at 50% once, twice, came back, tested this 38.2 Fibonacci, and then bounced from it, moving towards 61. So now the potential target is around 183.39 and then 187. So I'm looking forward for a move in Apple towards 183, and at 183 I will revisit. If it breaks out above 183.39, it can definitely test 187 to 193. Next is like about 209 to 210. That's a target which I'm assuming will massively depend on the numbers from Apple. So Apple, I'm neutral to positive. This will be my stop loss now. I'm still keeping it 60% because it has done that 3 trillion thing. So we may need to be very careful here. So buy near 182 at the close. Stop loss is 180.97. And target is 183.39. Come on. 183.39. Next target was 187.72. So it's a positive trend from me on Apple. AMD, as we were discussing yesterday, that AMD is making very strong moves, and today it made that morning star. It's a downtrend and it's making a morning star. It's also making inverted head and shoulders, if you want to call that, but it's not a clean one, but it is a good setup for a breakout on the higher side. I am extremely positive on AMD. Even yesterday, I was bullish about 150. So it's there almost. Now this will become my stop loss, 149.50. And I want to buy I want to buy around 151 or buy near 151 to 152 area. Target is this thing, which is 156.80. and then the all-time high 164. I'm expecting 180 on AMD, and I'm super bullish on AMD. So I'm increasing it to 70%, and it's positive. Amazon, it was short. Now I'm turning into neutral. Amazon, if Amazon does not do anything here, then I don't know what it should do. It's a clear morning star right here. It's a perfect example of a morning star. From top of the trend, came here, made a morning star, tested 23.6, 33.44, and then bounced right from it. And it's a bull flag, captured the trend line again, and now it should move really strong from this point onwards. 3424 should be your 34 EMA, and as soon as it captures 3424, it should move. Stop loss is 3388, and target is 3460 and 3495. I'm still keeping it neutral because it has failed a lot, and I'm keeping it 60%, but yes, it has potential to go from here. D-Dog today failed. I have to understand why it did that. It failed the long-term trend line, and I don't know what happened with it. I could not understand the news with D-Dog. Let me just read about it. So it's a downgrade, nothing else. So in case of D-Dog, it's coming to a very good benchmark area. You see, it came here once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5, 6, 7. This is an extremely important support area. I think it is giving you an opportunity to capture. Let me add one more thing here. It's called volume profile, just to see if it has a good shelf in this area. Yep. You see this area, there's a good number of transactions happening here. If it loses this, there's hardly any transaction in this area, or the volume profile was pretty low. So as soon as it comes into this area, it will slide. If you have a good number of consolidations, that's a very strong area. You see today it came into this area and it slid through it. So I'm gonna keep 159.19 as my stop loss in D-Dog, and I'm turning into neutral now. So stop loss is 15919, and my buy is still there, buy above, buy near 164. Let me just check it on the weekly as well. So on the weekly, see, that's the important thing. This is a weekly evening star. So if we hold above, or if we recapture 169, then this fails. So we need to be very careful on this with 159 as our stop loss. So it's a potential weekly evening star. And I would like to buy this above 164. But in this, I'm making it bold because this can reverse the direction. Facebook is like, this is the first day, so it's inside week for sure. But on the daily candles, it's inside day in terms of price action, but it's not an inside day because it was a heavy volume day for Facebook. But the good part is it regained that 12 EMA. So kind of test of support, test of resistance should be there. So I am taking positive cues from Facebook. This is a good area. It should not slide here. So I'm going to keep this. Do I see any pattern here? Not really. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 candles down, and then we have the bull flag. So test of support should test of resistance 345. So I am going neutral because I was short. So let me write it properly. And I like made this dark so that if it moves above this, we can reverse the direction. So here, my stop loss is now 33792, but it will be on the positive side. And buy above, I want to buy above 388, 338.88. Target is 342.90, 345.23. Google, I think is going to set up a morning star because it's consolidated a lot in this. Let me remove this volume profile for now. Google has consolidated a lot in this period. Like if you take at the weekly candles as well, it's in this range. Neither going up, neither going down. It's in this range, having a reasonably good consolidation. And it's testing this 2897 for many times now. So it's sticking to 12 EMA. It's not giving that up on the weekly. Today it's dodgy, like wherever it was opened, it's right there. So I'm going to take a long side on it with a stop loss of this Fibonacci. It's a very small stop loss, and I would like to buy above 2911 on Google. Again, neutral. Test of support, buy above 2911. Stop loss is this one. Target is 2940 and 3000 because that's the round number. 60%. Microsoft, almost went down to 329, but managed to test the 34 EMA, came back almost to the 12 EMA. All these companies went down because the money was going into Tesla. Again, it's setting up for inverted head and shoulders, exactly similar to what we have in Triple Q, what we had in Google, what we had in a couple of other stocks as well. It's a clear head and shoulders. Where is the meeting control? It's setting up for that move. So I'm converting into neutral because I was neutral. So from a levels point of view, I would like to buy this above 335.60. Stop loss is 332. Targets are both. There's one more target, 33879. Again, 60%. Target I'm removing and I'm introducing square here. Like today, all the airline stocks also moved up, but I'm still not going to trade them. I traded CCL a little bit this morning, but I'm trying to avoid that. So Square is setting up very beautifully here. All it needs is to hold this 161, 162 area. So above 164, it should move towards 167. And as and when it recaptures this, because PayPal had a good move today, MasterCard also. So this should also see some move. So 164, 167.54, 167.45, the Fibonacci 167.54, the 12 EMA. That's the first target. The base is 161 and move towards 160, 172. So Square, it's positive. And to buy above 167.54. Stop loss I'm keeping today's close 164. Target and see, I want to enter into Square once it crosses this 38. That will give me a confirmation. Target is 172 and 177. 172.5. 177.5. MU has been positive. Like TSM we talked about yesterday. MU, TSM, LRCX, they're going to run. They will not stop. So MU is almost testing that 97 area. It's allowing the 12 EMA to catch up. Now my stop loss will be this area, 94.50 on MU. Buy near 95, 96 if you can get it. I'm keeping it blue because this is my best trade. MU, TSM, LRCX, just go long. They will, let me just show you TSM. TSM, we discussed last night that it's in a consolidation of a very long period. And finally it's going to break out. I told you it's a target of 149, 150 area. It's going to hit that. Finally, after a consolidation of whole this period, where is my annotations? This entire period is breaking out. It's 20.3. It's going to hit 144. Once it tests 144, it might test 137 and then move towards 151. It's a great setup. If anybody who has not traded TSM, you should go long in this. Anybody who is missing on chip stocks, TSM is the best at this moment. It's almost a 10-month period of consolidation in this range. It will move back to back. If you get an opportunity, run for it. Let me add this into my list. I'm removing the Roku. This thing never works. TSM. Positive. Breakout. And you should buy this dip. Like if you get a dip in this, you should buy it. Now my stop loss in this case will be 128. 128. Buy near 128 to 130. In this range, if you get it, it's good. Buy in the range. And my target will be 137. And I'm following the principles of Fibonacci. Again, that if you cross 23, you should hit 61. So again, this will be the blue. So we have two blues, NU and TSM. NU has been running from 80. TSM has just started. Sharp shot did really well. It came and tested that 133.39 area. Again, it did that, bounced right from it, and lost the 12 EMA. Now, if market moves or market supports the positive side, sharp might move up. But 1339 is extremely strong area for stop. So in this case, 1339 is your like a Bible. You should not go below and have a close below this on chart. So I am taking a neutral stance for now. 1339 is my stop loss, and I would like to do a buy above 13. No, let me move my stop loss to 1356. Not this one. 1356, and I would like to buy above 1387. Target is 1420 and 1431. I'm not super bullish on CHOP, but in case market reverses, this has potential to give you a good return. Nvidia, I'm neutral because chip stocks regain. It's making a clear. It regained its 12 EMA. It's I don't know. This is not a clear pattern, but let's see on weekly. It's nothing clear. It's like a cigar which is getting built up. It's not giving me a clear picture at all in terms of patterns. But it's if I take a generic Q, this is setting for a cup and a handle, but this period is usually weeks. It's about 6 to 7 days, but I can call this as cup and handle. So a very big move is expected in Nvidia. All we need to do is we need to hold 299.64, 323, 334. I tried this last time, but it failed. Let's see, 299.64. Buy in 301 to 305 area, 323, 334. Let me make it positive because it recaptured that 12 EMA. Roadblocks, I'm removing it. It failed. Like it didn't do anything specifically. And let me bring back my hot favorite, Lucid Motors. It might move roadblocks tomorrow. Lucid Motors, I still wanted to capture this 42.6 area. This is an extremely good consolidation. It closed well above that 34 EMA, which is now 40.35. That should be your stop loss now. And it should go above 41. Like I would say buy near 41 buy. If I have to be very, very open-minded, I think I can buy near 41 with a stop loss. Target is 4267. If we capture 4267, then the game is on for 45. It was one of the biggest movers today along with Tesla. So it's there. Snow again tested this line again and again, and could not regain that 12 EMA, but still holding this line. Now it's moving on the downward side. This was a big move on the higher side, but on the regression channel, it's testing this. It's kind of like the lows are moving higher, the highs are moving lower. So it's kind of compressing. It's in what do you call it? It's a wedge, or if you want to call it a flag, which is about to break out. And I'm pretty serious on this breakout because it tests our patience multiple times. And how can I say this? If I join the lows here, you see they're almost in the line. And if I it's coming, it's about to break out somewhere here, maybe in 1 week or 2 weeks. Something is about to happen in snow for sure. It's an excellent opportunity to add. So snow, I'm still neutral. Let me just make it green. My stop loss will be again this line, 325, 326. 325, I remember, was a previous resistance. So 325, now buy near 332 to 335. The levels are same. XPV failed, so I'm going to remove this and we'll add Twilio. Twilio also like trying its best to recapture that 12 EMA and has failed multiple times. This was a morning star, but it failed. Let's see on the weekly candle. It's getting tight. Let me read what was Richard's comment on this. After bottoming out, buy above this. So this is the chart from Richard. Okay, so it's looking for Fibonacci 2.23.6. I do not have here. So let me clean this up chart and just keep an eye on how I'm making regression channels. So this is 5-year 1-day chart. Right now, starting from the left of the screen to the right, the trend is up. So I'm going to draw a regression channel looking at the latest trend. So here the trend was starting. So it's going right here. Boom. And then I'm going to extend it to the right. That's perfect. Now, if I have to see a regression channel, because I have to see, I will try to draw a retracement, because in this case, I do not have the third point available to me. Either I go back here, which will become obsolete because it's like almost 2 years. So let me do one thing. Let me, instead of regression extension, I'm trying to do retracements. This is simple. If you Want to do it? Look at the recent high. This was the recent high. And now I'm going to bring it back to the low. So this is, I think, what Richard is doing. And let me edit the properties, just change the colors. I don't remember the colors. I seriously do not remember the colors. High is 373. 373. And the low is 235. 235. All right, so this is my Fibonacci and it's 26757. I think exactly this is in Richard's chart. So a move over 26757 can move towards 275. It's consolidating, it's making lower highs and higher lows. So it's compressing a lot. So a move towards 264, or in fact a move towards above 267 can be really, really good. So Twilio, I'm just calling it neutral because it's the first time after a very long time. Buy near 2675. That's what 2.5% move. What's there? 264 as your stop loss. Target is 275 and 287. Okay, 60%. Tesla. There was nothing to be said in Tesla. This is a massive area where it like jumped. I have resistance now at stop loss is 1172. It's a continuation. It's 1172, which was a previous resistance. Now target will be 1239. 1300, 1313. Extremely positive by about 1200. Like it's a buy if you want. The only thing I did was I made a spread. I should have taken one single call. I had a spread from Friday. It gave me money, but I could have made at least 6-7 times than what I made today. But it's okay. Then UPST. I'm still wondering why it is not able to capture this 12 EMA. It's losing. It's every time it's coming here, it's losing. So now this is at the shelf. And let me add the volume here just to be more precise. So this is an extremely important, like it's not going to go down from here. There's extremely good area of transactions in this area. This was a big gap and now it's like managing that gap really good. The only problem is I'm not able to, the stop loss is at 134, which is too far. That's about $10, and I'll keep that 151 and above because that's a 12 EMA, which is 151, 152. So I'm going to keep that. But instead of positive, I'm now neutral. 60%. TSM we already did. So that's about it from me. Now I can go back and read your comments and you can all join the call. Let me enable all the features for the call. Come on. Copy the link. I'm sharing the link in the chat. Yes, UPST was garbage. Let me start. So UPST was garbage. Yes, the Tesla going to 1250, most likely. Naval, when doing the fibs and toss, does it snap correctly to the points? No, you need to fix it by clicking on properties and then get it to the right point. Shashank, I think if it breaks today's high, then we'll look for another test of 309. If it had a breakdown, it could have happened today in the morning. It kind of held through it. Instead, it went up. How come F moves a few pennies and the options move? You need to fix it by clicking on properties and then can you mute yourself? If you want to speak, just raise your hand and I will allow you to speak. I have lucid levels. PayPal broke 194. Let's check PayPal. Yep, it closed right on that number, 194.95. So if it moves, Square will also move and it will have a move towards 199.200 area. So today, if you see Deepak, it recaptured it. It bounced right from here. This was the area we were targeting for 3 days, and finally I removed it. And the moment I removed it, it came here. The same thing is with Boeing as well. I've removed it, and the day I remove it from my list, it starts to move. But I wanted to capture this 208 area and close above it. That would have given me much more confidence that yes, it can go higher. But yes, it's kind of holding on to the momentum. Even if after the bad news of viruses, it's holding on. And I'm sure there's going to be a news regarding China any day now. So let's keep an eye. General Motors, John Abram printed 17,000. Very good. General Motors. Like all these companies, they will move in sympathy play with Tesla. 62. Neo had good numbers. XP have good numbers. Tesla, because Tesla people like it, so it moves a lot. It's a high beta, and it makes money for people, so it is expected to move much more. Tesla GM needs to cross 62, and then it will have much more momentum. So somebody was asking about F. Why F moves small and its options. F is also about to break out. It's going beyond its regression channel now. So it should move out and break. It's an extremely important area. It can go to 26 pretty easily. The amount of volatility is really high in Ford. That's the reason its options are quite a lot. Nobody know. Share some thoughts on QCOM. Where is QCOM? QCOM was positive of 185, and I think it's also making inverted head and shoulders. So yes, 185 is your stop loss, and it should move towards 192 to 199, 202 area. Yep, it's positive. C did good today. Like banks, all of the banks, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, JPM, all did good. It recaptured that 34 EMA because the yields were going high. Let me just look at the yields for now on investing.com. This is no bonds. So it's still hovering above 1.63. It didn't ease off. But it used to be normal 1.6, 1.7 in 2015, 2016. It's just that it has moved a lot in last few years. So the yield has come down because of that free money, but it's looking all right. So all the banks are looking good. Hood. I was looking at Hood for one moment, but then like it came all the way, tried to capture 1873, 12 EMA and failed. It might do that tomorrow. Hi, Jerry.
Hey, Naval. I wanted to actually ask you about snow. If you take a look at snow's weekly chart, it looks like a gigantic cup and handle is forming.
Even on the daily chart, it's forming that.
Oh yeah. So I'm looking at the weekly because I was just charting. I was charting it before. I was looking at the chart before.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. It's coming. I created this.
Yeah, no, I caught that. I thought that was, I didn't see that before, but I can definitely, I definitely see what you're seeing. I was looking for a break above 349 to get in.
I would like get in now because it's going to like it's if you see the pattern to break out, you should enter.
See, I'm guess I'm like a little bit skeptical as to it keeps trying to break that long-term regression channel that you have there. So it's making me doubt myself. I was gonna go into some leaps on snow.
I think you should.
Yeah. But
Don't
you're
go
not worried about that
100%,
regression
at
channel
least
there?
at least by 30-40%. Keep some for average in case we go wrong. But this is setting up for a move.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking myself too. And you were talking about the banks. Goldman Sachs looks really good.
Goldman
It
Sachs
gapped up today.
it's my favorite thing. All these went up because of the yield, nothing else. Inverted head and shoulders, a clear breakout. It's right there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. But I'm looking at 420 as my target. Yeah, I guess you got roughly the same.
408, 417.
417. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at mine. My target's 421.52.
Yeah, you can easily get that.
Yeah.
If yield starts to go higher, then you will achieve this. Not
Yeah.
up to.
No. Sorry, I know you want us to share our charts, but if I like verbally tell you what I'm looking at, that's okay too, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's all I have today. I only really traded Tesla today. So I have no, I think we all did really well. I think you had a spread on it, right?
I had spread on it on Friday and I bought that last minute. I was skeptical on that day. Should I go for single or should I go a spread?
Yeah.
And the moment I went spread, I realized that no, I made a mistake. If it has to bounce, it will bounce $50-$60 very easily. And today it did like almost $140.
Honestly, I feel so dumb because I wish I'd bought. I mean, everyone has to manage their own risk, but I really like it. I forgot about the deliveries were coming out. The China deliveries were coming out, so I would have loaded up on Friday if I had known that was coming. It completely slipped my mind.
It
But
happens there. It happens with many people. Like
yeah.
my friend made like $50,000 at open.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, no, I think I made like 3K. That's it.
No, I made about 8, 7, 8, like 7,800 something. So I will call it 8.
Yeah, nice.
But I
Still
did not
good.
had like many Tesla. I would had like a spread of 10, 70, 1100. And I was thinking, why did I do that? I should have bought only 1100 calls.
Yeah.
They were 15 when I sold them on Friday, and they were 100 by the time
Oh,
closed today.
jeez. Yeah. Yeah, I sold some most of my Tesla today just because I don't think I'll have time to day trade tomorrow and look at it. So I just rolled it over to for like a month or so.
Mhm.
Rolled over my profits for a month or so, right before the close. But we'll see. I think we might reach some all-time highs with Tesla after
Yes,
that
yes,
news.
absolutely. Because it's a very big trigger in Tesla, this
Mhm.
number. But the one thing which still concerns me, the P is 345. I don't think that will matter now, but that will matter as and when we will stop FOMC money. It will
It's
start to matter.
it's definitely possible, but every time, like, I think the biggest issue is that analysts keep underestimating Tesla, and so like this, I think what was it? The estimates they estimated it was gonna be like 260,000 deliveries, and they blew it out of the park, right? And it's like every year they're blowing it out of the park.
See, if I
So,
put it in a simple manner,
mhm.
Honda makes 45 million cars a year.
No, you're right, but like I don't know anyone that actually wants to go and drive a Honda.
They're
I
still
mean,
the
at least in
most
my
selling
circle.
cars in the world.
No, I know, but like I think I would say in our generation, or like yeah, in our generation, I think more and more people are definitely eyeing like self-driving. If I guess you
It
believe.
depends. Like it depends. Like America, you might have it, but look at the globe. Okay, if
Mhm.
your car can be sold India market, China market, or South Asia like Pakistan, where you have population, where you need like number of cars, they are not ready
Right.
for it for next 20 years. And that's the biggest market for these companies. They will be selling those cars in almost like millions, because India population is about 135, 1.35 billion, right?
Right.
Even if you sell 1%, that's about 10 million 100 million cars or 10 million cars. So
But it's not the
I
car
think
itself that's the thing, right? It's the full self-driving, um, basically
it
making.
might happen in America, maybe in Europe, but I still think that the biggest potential for Tesla and all the electric vehicle companies is South Asia.
No, I see where you're coming from, but the what I think what you're missing is that it's basically becoming a SaaS company, right? Like with
That's
self-driving.
fine. Like it can be like taken over by any other company. There's nothing uh, which cannot be done by other companies. Like now, you see so many companies are coming with electric cars. Maybe in next 5 years they will also do the same thing.
No, it definitely is definitely possible. I won't say that nothing is impossible. Tesla did this in the last 10 years. Who's to say that another company like Lucid or somebody
Yes,
else
but
doesn't
but
come?
yes, see, Lucid is growing exponentially. Neo is doing the same thing. But
Hmm.
point is that all these companies, until 2019, Tesla was nothing.
Yeah.
It start to move up because of that Fed money. You need to understand that. Tesla was still developing cars. Tesla cars were there since 2015, 2016. They were growing up, they were maturing, but they were there.
I think the other thing that's you're missing is that they were basically free. They were becoming profitable and free cash flow positive despite the tax credits. I think that was like in the first quarter of 2020 is when they showed that,
That's
right? So they
totally
were the
fine.
first company that.
See, you need to estimate the company's valuation in terms of their earnings growth, in terms of their profit by earnings margin. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm not talking about the technology of Tesla. People
Right.
love it because this company has made millionaires.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
but you need to also understand that in last 4 years, especially 4 years, since 2018, 2019, $10 trillion has come into the US market. Apple is $3 trillion company, more than the GDP of India.
Yeah, I mean, Apple is its own monster. They make
See, if this
make
was
profits like
not,
crazy.
if this was not Fed money, then do you think this kind of growth had happened in the companies? No. That's what I think.
For sure, you're right.
Wait,
They
wait
wouldn't
till
have
March,
exploded away.
you will see the clear valuation thing. I'm just sharing it from my own experience. You will see a clear-cut, distinguished frame of trading happening from February onwards.
Yeah, I am a little bit concerned come March when I guess that's when they start
It will
tapering, or
start
they
by
basically
February. It will not wait till March. It will start by February.
start in February. Yeah, we'll start seeing this in February. Oh, I'm not excited about that.
See, that's the thing. All the people, like, let me just show you one more thing, one last minute. This is the SPY candle. Okay, monthly candle. This is 2009. Most of the people started trading, which I know, somewhere here, 2018, 2019. Only few are back in 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
Okay. I will, in my channel, I will share some charts which will give you clarity. This is where we had the first cut in the market from Fed money. And you had a 30% correction in just 2 months. Since 2009, there was a cut here, there was a cut here. That's QE1, QE2. This is winding up of QE3. This free money, like now just imagine $2.4 trillion every year is coming into economy, into the stocks. If that is not coming in, now that money is going to be drained out. From where that money will go? If I give you, let's say, $1 million, okay, and now I return $1 million from you, how will you do that? You will sell your assets. You will do something so that you can raise that capital and give it back to me. Correct?
Right.
So
And you're saying that a lot of these stocks are going to do the same thing?
How? Let me give you an example. Let's say I'm Fed, okay, and you are Tesla. You raised $100 billion from me by issuing bonds, for which you are paying me some interest at the end of 10 years. And I bought those bonds. Now I'm there and I want to mature those bonds. I'm giving you the bond back and I want my money from you.
But don't those bonds only mature after like 10 years or something like that? Like the payments required for those?
There are bonds which are 1 year, 2 year, and 10 years.
Right. But I think like most of these companies, I'm just like off the top of my head, I know like companies like Roku and Roku and another company, they basically bought convertible notes, right? Up until like 2026 or something like that. So
that's some of it, not all of it.
Right. I guess what I'm getting at is like this slow burn that we're going to see is probably going to be over a long time and not just probably after March.
You will see it.
Yeah.
See, bond market is the biggest market in the world.
Yeah.
It's not like equity market. It's not trades in smaller dollar amount. You will see the difference.
Yeah, I'm not too excited about that.
I'm just being honest. People have not seen that. They do not understand what is there when there's no free money. All these models which fund managers use, why do these analysts make these levels for a target of 1200, 1300? Because their models tell them that yes, with this kind of growth, with this kind of money available to them, the stocks can go up this level. And that's why they invest. I'm telling you because I've worked in the investment banking.
Sorry, say that again.
I'm telling you this because I've worked in the treasury and investment banking.
Oh, right. Of course, you you obviously definitely are a much more experienced trader than I am. So
No, I'm
I
talking about fundamentals. It's not about trading. I'm talking about the fundamentals in economy. That
Mhm.
yes, when you do not have that kind of capital flow, market will require you to think twice. See, in Corona, this market was there. How many people lost millions and millions of dollars in this 3 week period?
Oh yeah, I that was a
Because
very
nobody was ready for it.
mhm.
So let's see. And since then they have. Let me. You ping me on channel, and I'll send you something.
Okay.
I'll send you some charts on Fed.
No, I'd love to see.
JK, Tesla do have a full network of charging and refueling, not a problem anymore. It's you're talking about America. You're not talking about Southeast Asia or other big markets. And if any company has to be global, they have to expand. Tesla is trying to come in India, yes, but it will take substantial amount of time for Tesla to grow in a country like India. I'm not denying Tesla is not doing. Problem is people have only seen one side of Tesla in just last 2 years. Since 2019, 2018, it has moved. Before that, it was not moving. And I'm not saying it's not going to move higher. It might move higher, but you need to understand that there was a lot of free money which was available in the market. All right, let me just go back and see any other comment. BBWI. I don't know what is this
Oh,
BBWI.
anyways, thank you so much, Naval. I'll give the mic to somebody else, to
Sure,
Richard
sure.
possibly.
Thank you. Hi, Richard.
Hi, Naval. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, Richard?
I'm doing well. I tried to take your advice today to trade fewer trades. So
It's painful, right?
it's painful. It's hard. It's hard.
It's hard, but
Uh,
at least I ended up with gains and hold it.
yeah, I had the good Uber trade that worked out well.
And what about CCL? I did the CCL today as well. I
You know,
bought.
I didn't. I only took one. I really did. I was going to take one, so I said, okay, I'll take Uber, and that was
No,
a
I
good.
CCL I did in my other account. I bought like 100 lots on CCL, and I was like about 40 cents I bought, and I sold them at about 55. It went on to make $1 something.
Oh, nice, nice. It was a good mover.
Because you discussed this last night, so I had it in my mind that it's about to move.
Ah, good. Okay. Well, I'm glad I could share. I mean, that's the point of this, right? Just kind of
Yes.
more eyes looking at these same types of charts. I looked at a target, and the
I just moved
target
it.
you did okay, but the if my channel, my regression channel for target looks really good. I don't know if you have one drawn, but if you
Let
draw
me
the
do that.
regression channel,
So it
so
recaptured this.
it's recapturing the EMA, right? It's still below, like still below the 34, but it's captured the 12 and it's bouncing over that key support line.
Yes.
And
So
on the 30-minute, it looks even better.
30 minute it already captured.
It already captured, it bounced, it tested, and now it's going up. So it looks like you have some overhead supply there. So it's got to
Just ignore
break through
this.
this.
Ignore
Okay.
this. Uh, but this, like the trend was always there here. The green line was always higher and the red line was lower. It broke out from here and now it's struggling at the 232 area. So if it recaptures 232 tomorrow with some strength, it should go higher.
Okay.
Should go higher.
How high is your target for this?
If it crosses 235, then yes, it opens for much more room. But 235 has been a pain for it since the last earnings, because in their earnings they mentioned about their growth, and that was on the decline. And since then, it's struggling. So unless and until in their earnings they post something substantial, I have serious doubt that it will move that much. It might come to 235, and that's about it.
Okay. And then what about financials? Did you have any good financials going into this week?
Not today, but I was looking at Goldman Sachs specifically because it's one of my favorite stocks. Again, like I was looking at it, it came all the way here and then failed again. I wanted to have a close right above 399 area. So if it comes back at 390, I would love to add it there, but not at this moment. My targets were 408 and 417. That has been like there for many months now. But something similar to what we had in TSM is getting consolidated. So possibility of breakout is there in banks.
Okay. All right. That's all I got. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you.
No worries. And we were talking about IWM and BBWI. I will come to BBWI. So IWM is again like consolidation. It had one big massive breakout. It needs 228. If it gets 228, it will move. It will break out to 240 and higher. It has been in consolidation. So usually this is the last leg in a very long cycle of stock market. When the small cap index breaks out, it has not broken out, so still we have some more time in this cycle of growth. So let's see if it breaks 228. It will easily, my target is about 260 on IWM. If I'm right, it should hit 260 by before March. BBWI is holding 68 area. It's bad body works. Again, it's similar to what I had in target. Since the earnings, they are not performing well. So it might move towards 71, 72, but needs some substantial earning number, and earnings about 2 months away. So not much for me in BBWI. All right, guys, anyone else has anything? Like people who are on the Zoom, do you want to speak, or you just come here because you like to click the button and come join? Because I only find Jerry and Richard to come and speak most of the times. Here we go. Hi, Earl.
How you doing? Happy New Year.
I'm good. Happy New Year.
I was taking a look at TripAdvisor.
Yep, it was looking good. I also had tested this, but again, all these companies, they're dependent on that news of Omnicon. I think that's gone now for sure. They all set for a big move.
And also, I was looking at Cisco because it had a lot of call volume coming in for the January 21st.
Just to be honest, Cisco has been a disaster for me. I've lost a lot in Cisco in this 40-50 area range. I have to draw some levels on this. Give me a moment. Draw weekly. Yeah. Yep, I have now the charts for Cisco. Let me just fix the lows. It's low 5108. Here's 6 2. 4415. Okay, now I have my Cisco chart ready. So what's your question here, Rahul?
I saw heavy call buying for the January. I believe it was the 57.5 calls.
Let's see.
Kind of
CSP,
unusual. It was more in the option time and sales on Thinkorswim. I didn't see it in the
There's nothing here, so I'll go here. CSCO. And which strike did you check?
January 21, probably about it was a few 55, 57.5, 60.
Now let's check the volume there first. There's a 23,000 call, 57.5 with a delta of 1. So somebody actually bought 23,000.
And if you sort the second half of that by quantity, you'll see a few more. It was a lot of spreads, and there was some solo.
These are all
transactions.
spreads. And that's why they're not coming here, because I need to add that multi-leg here. Now they should come. Their spreads. No. So they are spreads. This is a spread which was bought. This was a spread which was so they're practically rolling over from 47 to 57. 11,500, 11,500, that's 23,000. So somebody rolled it over to 23,000 from here. That's a massive call, 4,600.
It's pretty unusual. I don't know if they have anything coming up.
Mostly like these are rollovers, which my understanding is. Because these are same numbers and round numbers. Like 5,000, 400, 4,600. So these are like some orders from a fund. That's why they're not there even in black box. Is there going to be any dividend coming from Cisco?
I believe so.
Yeah, dividend is there, right? Yep, that's the reason.
Gotcha.
Usually when there is a dividend, these stocks are rolled over like this. And dividend amount is 37 cents. So tomorrow it's already like 52 something. So it's about $5 something in there.
The last one I had was Docu. Seemed like it closed over the 12 EMA today.
It captured the 12 EMA. but it has failed so much that I'm afraid of going into this, touching into this. But yes, it's making a bull flag for now. It's a bullish engulfing for now. It covered the entire body and closed. So stop loss is pretty small here, 155, and there's no resistance until 182. But this company is practically there when there's virus news. Otherwise, it doesn't have that kind of business.
All right, that's all I had. Appreciate it.
No problems. Yes, Shivaji, do we? Let's be quick. It's getting late for me. Yes, Amit.
Hey, Navan. Am I audible?
Yes, clear.
Awesome. So, quick question on the, I would like to rebalance my IRA account, and I just need a general advice, like what kind of funds I should choose for this year. Right now, I have blue chips in Fidelity. Is it a good
Just to
place
be
to?
honest, this is something you should talk to somebody who is an investor. I'm not an investor. I am a trader. So
I
people
see.
who are investors in long-term marketing, especially in US market. I'm an investor in the India market, but not in the US market. I don't buy stocks and hold stocks in US market.
I see. So, how about 401k and all that you manage, or?
I do not do that.
I see.
I do my options. That's it.
I see. All
But
right.
if you want to do 401k and something, go to someone who has that kind of investors mindset, because investors mindset is totally different than a trading mindset. They can help you really. Ping me offline. I'll give you somebody's contact.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
No problems. All right. If anyone else is there, 5 more minutes and then I'll leave. No. All right. Have a good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.